So this next tip is something that I've been using since Madden 10, and it's a great tip. I'm just going to call random defense, and what it is it's any screenplay where you have, it could be under center, it could be shotgun, where you have the wide receiver, and then you've got the guy running this. Now, generally what we like to do, when we're on a screen, we're like this, oh yeah, let's get the screen, and we get yards, and it's all great and fine and dandy. But, what can we do to get more yards? Well, the actual solution is simple. All we want to do is put Y on a drag. Now, why do we want to put Y on a drag? It doesn't seem like anything special, but there's actually two very good reasons why we'll want to do this. The first one is, a lot of people sometimes, like, let's say it's the end of a half. Like, I love to use this play at the end of the half, and sometimes what people will do is they'll put their defensive end in a contain. Like, they'll call two men under defensive end contain, right? And so that means LB is pretty much going to be stopped if they use a contain. But Y continues to go all the way across the field, and you still have that blocking for the screen. So you can hit Y if you wait long enough. The other reason is, if they don't have a contain there, and I go to hit LB, what happens is Y then becomes a blocker. There's been so many times where by the time I hit LB, not only is Y an extra blocker over there, but he's the person that makes the block and springs me for a long game. So let's try it. As you can see right there, I was getting pressured a lot. And what happened was I didn't know what to do. It looked to me like LB was going to be covered, so I just pressed Y instead. See, look, LB was getting caught up. That's why I was wondering what was going on there. So, again, now you have a second option. If LB was our only player that we're going to hit, I mean, we're in a lot of trouble right here. He's getting jammed up. We're either going to get sacked, or we're going to throw an incompletion, or maybe, because that player's coming through and he's getting locked up, maybe that's a pick right there if he throws it right there. So, again, there's many reasons why we want to be putting Y on a drag. So that's the first example. So yeah, so again, just going to put Y on a drag, snap the ball, and take off. Now, again, as you can see, I bet you number 23, our running back here, oops, how do I, there we go. I bet you he makes the block. Yeah, he sure does. It's the block that springs us, because if this guy continues to go forward, that's not good for us. He makes the block, we make the play. Let's try it one more time. Replay. And I know he didn't actually make the initial block here, but as you can see, he's still a blocker. He didn't hit that block, but he continues to go upfield, and even though these two guys come and hunt me down, he does in fact make a block right here. So again, putting Y on a drag is definitely something that we want to do to increase the amount of yards that we're going to get when we're throwing the screen pass. And also, like I said, if they have a contain, you want to hit Y, just wait for him to get out a little bit further, hit Y, and start running down the field. So I'm actually going to show you a formation out of the Jets playbook that I like to run the screen out of even more. What I like to do is put A on a drag, LB on a drag. Now, as you can see, because he's lined up on this side of the field, when I put him on a drag, he goes to the side that the screen is going. If he was on the right side of the field and I put him on a drag, then he would end up going to this side of the field. So this is how we get him to be an extra blocker. And all we're going to want to do is just drop back. And the reason we like it like this is because under center we can pull our quarterback and drop back like right away. So we don't need to worry about a bad snap or anything like that. That's why I much prefer just to do this under center. So let's take a look at number 44 and let's see if he makes a block. Well, he not only did he make the block, there's all these players. He was the only one out of all those guys to make a block. Because when you run screens, believe it or not, these players, they don't really block very well. So we go like this, and you know, if we want to get some more, that's more bailout options instead of having this guy go on a streak. We want to put him on a slant because we know we're going to be rolling to the right. Hit that. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Let's just see who made the block. I almost kind of screwed that up. Got lucky. Where is he? Let's highlight him. No, he didn't make a block, but he sure did try. So again, just another great option. Put this guy on a drag. The reason why I like A on a drag is because sometimes you roll out like that, and then you're able to hit this player over like that, because you're really distracting them by running the screen to one side, that you can really hit them. And this is another example of why you want to hit LB. Watch this. So we go, we want to do the play. Now look at how he's covered. There's no way that I can throw to him. Now he ends up getting free, but as I'm dropping back, I got somebody chasing me. I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision. So at this particular point, I think that Raider player is going to be sitting on Reggie Bush, and if I throw this, I'm going to be screwed. So I make the right choice, let LB outrun all the coverage, and throw. Look at how wide open he is when you're running that screen. You just go downfield. And when they're trying to use her, this is even more important. When they're trying to use her this on defense, they're thinking running back, running back, running back. You know how many times I've had guys, and I'm talking to them as I'm playing them, and I end up throwing this ball over here, and they're like, what the hell? They're like, that's fucking bullshit. Because they don't even realize what it is that I'm doing. And because they're trying to cover the screen, and then this guy's wide open. With all this mess, how are they going to know? They don't even know which guy here is the player I can throw to. I mean, look at all those guys. The only person they're concentrating on is Reggie Bush, my initial halfback. They know where I'm going to throw him because he's the most shallow. All the other guys, they have no clue who to even cover. Hit him wide open. Like I said, it's a great play. A lot of these plays are great. You put it all in your scheme together, and you're really going to confuse your opponent.